it seemed like the first legitimate clue we'd gotten, Miles. The woman demanded $1,000, but she promised to deliver Jody and Gavin if we paid.
When you got there, they were gone.
That's it. Mrs. Arnold, that was the woman's name. She said the two managed to elude her 2-ton baby boy and make their escape.
You can't do this, Gavin. You're a dancer, not a cat burglar. Gavin, listen to me. You just don't know what might happen. Please, don't take the chance, Gavin. Don't take the chance.
How nice of you to call, Gavin. I knew that you'd pay me a visit sooner or later. And I thought I'd give you a welcome. A very warm welcome.
Don't.
You know, they didn't blame me the last time I caught a burglar in this house. I'm certain they won't blame me this time.
No, wait.
Good night, sweet prince. And flights of angels sing thee to thy rest.
Gavin, I got everything you wanted, I think. Well, maybe you better check. I'm not too experienced at buying burglar tools. How's your leg?
It hurts.
You know, Gavin, I'm worried. You're taking an awful big chance.
Now, look here, Hamilton, I am desperate. I've got to find a replacement for Martine Duval, immediately. Now, I've already had to cancel performances because of her. Yeah. Right, well, I know that Cynthia Gregory is busy, and I know that Pavlova is dead, but you're supposed to be the best agent in the business. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to get every other dancer in New York, and I want to look at them. Tomorrow. Look, if she can still breathe and she's under 50, I still may hire her. Tomorrow, Hamilton.
So your star performer has turned out to be a rank amateur. How unprofessional for Martine.
Yeah. If I had my hands on her, I'd... Well, never mind about that. I just got to find a replacement. Tomorrow. Or I could turn the Whitney Theater into a parking garage. Look, I've got to go to New York tonight.
You're not going alone. You're going to take your little wifey with you.
Look, I can't take you with me because it takes you 3.5 weeks to pack one suitcase.
I know exactly what you're going to be doing tomorrow. You're going to be looking at beautiful women all day, and you are not going alone. I am going with you, and that, my dear husband, is that.
The Edge of Night is brought to you by Mountain Grown Folgers. Mountain Grown coffee, the richest kind. and by new formula Era, a new combination of powerful cleaners concentrated into 1/4 cup.
When we set out to improve a great laundry detergent, we wanted to keep the powerful cleaners that work on ordinary dirts, that cut through food stains, that get out grease and oil, and add powerful cleaners that clean collar soil even better than before. So that's what we did, all in the concentrated 1/4 cup called New Formula Era. So effective, it cleans clean through. Watch Era clean through collar soil, taco grease, and motor oil. We treat only the top with a teaspoon of Era, rub, run under warm water, and look. New Era cleans clean through. That's the kind of power you get in Era's little 1/4 cup. New Era, power that cleans clean through.
What you use in the automatic drip coffee maker?
Folgers flaked coffee.
Delicious.
What you use in the automatic coffee maker?
Folgers flaked coffee.
Tastes great.
Mrs. Olson, what you used in that? Oh, Folgers flake coffee.
Oh, nothing's better than these coffee makers.
Why's that?
Folgers is mountain grown, the richest kind of coffee.
And it's flaked?
Flaked to release more rich flavor, so you use less. If you normally use 5 measures, you only need 4 of Folgers flaked coffee.
Delicious.
Folgers is a coffee recommended by Procter Silex for its automatic coffee makers. Mountain-grown Folgers. That's how good coffee makers make great coffee.
Jody, baby, listen to me, please. I'm gonna run through this one more time, and then I gotta go. You know how important it is to get a close look at Sky's watch.
Gavin, a man was killed in that house.
Please, don't interrupt. You got the answer yourself from Miles. He confirmed that the last words out of Gunther's mouth were about the watch. He must have known that Sky had taken it from him. Now, if I can get the watch, and you can see if it's the same watch that you saw that night...
All right. All right. I don't know why we're going over this again. It's pretty obvious you're determined to go through with it, so why are we arguing? Boy, you said I was the most stubborn kid on the block.
Well, maybe the second was. It's time.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, no, wait. I know where I'm going. But where do you think you're going?
I don't think I know. I'm going with you.
Going with me.
Right.
And just what are you going to do when you get to Sky's house? You going to stand outside and cheer?
Very funny. Look, we're wasting time, okay? I've made myself clear. I'm going with you no matter where you go.
Oh, boy. This is great. Just great. It's going to be difficult enough for me to get in there alone, let alone getting you in there, too.
Well, we'll figure that out when I get there, okay? Gavin, did it ever occur to you that I might be able to help you?
Help me? You're just going to be... Wait a minute. Hold it. I got a flash of an idea. You know, you may be right. It may be the best thing to do. The two of us.
I must be out of my mind. What in the world made me think that I could handle this place by myself?
Why?
Well, look at these expenses. I mean, I knew the rent was high, but look at this electric bill.
Yeah.
It's astronomical. And there are all these hidden little costs like occupancy taxes, equipment, maintenance, film.
Well, maybe you just have to start charging higher prices.
And tell me, sir, what are magazines like Bazaar going to say when I say, well, we've lost our top model and assignments will now be handled by Carlo Crown's assistant and not the great master himself?
Now, my dear lady, may I make a correction? The assignments will now be handled by the beautiful and lovely former assistant.
Thank you, but that's quibbling.
I never quibble with the boss.
It's a good thing.
But may I kiss her?
Well, I don't know. You better do it quickly. She may change her mind and become an assistant.
What's your hurry? You could have stopped and tied your shoelace or maybe helped an old lady across the street.
I'm sorry. The interruption is unintentional. How you doing, Valerie?
I'm fine, Calvin. What brings you here?
Well, I just heard that Carlo Crown decided to leave town all of a sudden and take Martine Duval with him. I mean, since they decided to waltz off into the sunset, I thought you might be able to shed a little light on the sudden move.
It was just as much of a surprise to me. I have no idea why they left. I just know they are gone. Well, are the police interested?
Oh, no, not officially. I mean, there was one officer, my partner, Damian Tyler.
That's a dark room.
sorry, you are. You know, cops always looking for clues, but he's not interested anymore either.
Well, why not?
Well, that's exactly what I'm curious about.
Well, I can tell you that they were very much in love, and then they just decided to leave together. That's all I know.
Okay. Well, I guess it's a logical development. I mean, they did spend a lot of time here at the studio together.
And they were very close.
Still odd, though, for them to just up and leave all of this. I mean, just...
Oh, by the way,
that.
all of this is now referred to as the Bryson studio.
Well, well, well. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you. I'm gonna need it. I've just been going over the account books.
We're gonna need more than good luck. We're gonna need a few more customers. Oh, that reminds me. Feel free to tell all of your friends that the studio is under new management.
Oh, I certainly will. But actually, my customers use a photographer more often than my friends. If you'd care to extend your portfolio to mugshots, I can assist.
I don't think so, Calvin, but ask me again next month.
Okay.
Hey, how would you like to go to dinner with me and Val?
Oh, good idea. Join us.
Well, thanks for asking. Actually, I don't have any plans, but only if I don't have to be a fifth wheel. I'll go if I can get a date.
You want to use the phone?
Yeah. Excuse me. Well, let's hope she's home, huh?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi, Didi. It's Calvin.
Hi, Calvin. I'm glad you called. I was thinking about you.
Oh, really? Well, that's nice to hear.
Yes, I hope you weren't too upset about our little encounter at the criminal courts.
Oh, no, nothing of the kind. Think nothing of it. As a matter of fact, your friend Julius might have a good idea about you going into corporate law. I mean, you could save a lot of compassion on clients for whom you're doing million-dollar contracts.
Calvin, I have no intentions of going into corporate law.
I see. Well, perhaps we should discuss this over dinner.
Calvin, I'm sorry. I can't. I already have a dinner date. As a matter of fact, he's at my door right now.
Yes, I'm sure Mr. Newcomb is waiting anxiously, no doubt.
No doubt. Calvin, will you call me tomorrow?
Sure, tomorrow.
Okay. Bye.
Well?
You've got a ticket on the Heartburn Express. If one Rolaids tablet can't cut the mustard, you should know about one Tums and one Rolaids tablet both neutralize their stomach acid in seconds. But when your stomach turns out 1/3 more acid, Tums can still absorb it. Rolaids can't. Not in seconds, not ever. That's why you should switch to
Grown-up fun is fine most nights, but there are other sheer delights. Gentlemen, prefer Hanes, 'cause when you're feeling free and wise, you'll find fun under starry skies. Gentlemen, prefer Hanes. Hanes will make you smooth and silky, shapely, sexy. Yes, after all is said and done, there is an art to having fun. Gentlemen, prefer Hanes.
Didi? Is that a furrowed brow I see? Or is it my imagination? You were expecting me, weren't you?
Yes, Julius, of course I was expecting you. I was just trying to figure out how to explain to you about the couple that's joining us tonight.
Cliff Nelson and his date. So what's to explain?
Well, try not to look too shocked if they don't speak to each other.
You're kidding. How do they communicate? Sign language?
No, they just aren't talking to each other.
Now, how can two people go out on a date, spend the whole evening together and not talk?
Well, it's like this. See, Cliff and Mitzi had a disagreement. Now, Mitzi only agreed to go out with Cliff under the one condition that he not speak to her. And Cliff wants to go out with Mitzi, so he agreed, and Mitzi wants to go to the theater, so she agreed.
Who is this clown, anyway?
My landlord. You see, I rent an office space from Cliff. Now, he's a very nice man, and I've grown very fond of him, but he can be a little exasperating at times. However, he is a very shrewd criminal lawyer.
I have to take your word for that.
Well, anyway, just sort of play along for tonight, okay?
Sure, why not?
Hi. Come on in. Mitzi, Cliff. Hi. It's Mitzi Martin, right?
Yes.
Mitzi, this is Julius Newcomb.
How do you do,
How do you do, Miss Martin?
And Julius, you and Cliff have met over the telephone.
Yes, I'm glad it's in person this time, Cliff.
Yeah, so am I.
Well, why don't we all sit down? And have a drink.
Fine.
Fine.
I'll attend bar. What do you have?
Whatever you're having.
Mitzi?
Whatever he's having.
Well, it looks like we're all having white wine.
Well, how are things?
Quiet.
Sometimes that can be a relief.
I'll say.
Well, here we are. White wine, white wine, white wine, and white wine. Well, it gives us all something in common, doesn't it?
My, you two certainly do move well together. Gee, I certainly am looking forward to seeing the play tonight, aren't you?
Dee Dee, would you ask Cliff what time the curtain is tonight?
Cliff, Mitzi wants to know what time the curtain goes up.
Dee Dee, tell Mitzi the curtain goes up at 8. It's the glass menagerie.
Uh-huh. Mitzi, Cliff says it's the glass menagerie.
She already knew that.
I knew that.
Oh.
I once auditioned for that play. In Chicago. I didn't get it.
Oh.
Too bad. You'd have made a great Laura.
I was too short.
Why does Laura have to be tall?
Would you tell Cliff that they only had one size dress in the costume department, and it was a size 12?
Cliff, Mitzi says there was only one dress.
I already heard it, Dee Dee.
Cliff, it's Mitzi you're not talking to, not Julius.
That's right, Cliff. Remember, you're still talking to me.
Oh, yeah, of course. Sorry, of course. Well, Julius, met any good murderers lately?
I'm in corporate law.
So, Mitzi, you are an aspiring actress.
She's waiting on tables now.
I'm waiting on tables right now.
Oh.
Already said that.
Of course, it's just temporary, right?
Mitzi, Julius said that it's already temporary, right? Excuse me, I'm getting confused.
Well, Cliff, looks like both of our ladies are career women. I've been talking to Dee Dee about the possibility of her changing from criminal law to corporate. Personally, I think she's a little too soft-hearted for criminal practice. What do you think?
Well, Dee Dee, tell Julius that you should stay where you are. You're doing just fine.
For heaven's sake, Cliff, I'm the one you're not talking to, remember?
Dee Dee, will you please tell these people this has gone far enough?
Cliff, Julius says this has really gone far enough.
Mitzi, Dee Dee says that Julius says that this has gone too
Now, look,
far.
Cliff, don't take it out on Mitzi. This is...
Don't get mad at me, Dee Dee. Mitzi's the one.
I don't want to get over anyway.
Julius,
It's
I'm sorry,
absolutely crazy. It doesn't make any sense.
Okay, I'll talk. Oh, goodness.
Health experts don't always agree on what's best, but many of them believe we should keep our serum cholesterol from rising above normal limits. Now, how do we do that? Well, in this university study, 43 families on individual eating plans reduced serum cholesterol an average of 9.6% in 3 weeks. Did they live on boiled rice? Not at all. They cut down on foods that were high in cholesterol and saturated fats. They ate more fish, more chicken, more fruit, more vegetable. And for cooking and salad dressings, they used Puritan oil because it is low in saturated fats and contains no cholesterol. This is the oil. I think you should try it. This is the name. I think you should remember it. Puritan knows you're fighting serum cholesterol. Puritan wants you to win.
Betsy smells funny.
That's baby smells. Smelly formula, sticky baby food.
Diapers.
That's ammonia. Baby laundry is a special problem. So instead of regular detergent, I use Dreft with enriched borax. It's specially made for baby laundry.
There's borax in grain after grain of Dreft. Dreft gets tough baby laundry clean and clean smelling.
Now she smells good.
Dreft cleans baby smells out of baby laundry.
Yeah, Bill, this is Mr. Whitney calling. How soon can you have the jet ready to go? Good. All right, listen, I want you to park as close to Hangar 11 as you can, and I'll see you in about an hour. Okay, so long. All set. Well, how did you get packed so soon?
Well, thank Geraldine. She's great at it.
Well, maybe she could give you lessons, huh?
My dear girl, it is simply a matter of making up your mind.
It's something I can never do.
This is all rather sudden, isn't it, this trip to New York?
Yeah, sudden it is, thanks to Martine Duval. I've got to find a replacement tomorrow. I'm desperate.
You're not worried about staying here by yourself, are you?
Oh, you don't really have to be. I know that the alarm isn't quite fixed yet, but we'll have Chrissy here, and the new man, Spencer, will be here, too.
No, no, my dears, I'm not at all concerned. After all, lightning can't strike 3 times. No, no, no. This time, whatever happens, I'm going to sleep right through it.
You almost did that the last time. Maybe we should tell her.
That man in there, that man you hired, I think he's a gangster.
Chrissy, why do you say that?
He's carrying a gun.
A gun?
Yes, Mrs. Saxon, I saw it myself.
I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to frighten Chrissy, Mr. Whitney, but I took my jacket off a moment ago in the kitchen without thinking, and she saw the gun.
It's enough to scare the life out of a person.
Skylar, for heaven's sake, what is going on here? Why is Spencer carrying a gun?
Okay, please, calm down just a bit. The gun is perfectly legal. Spencer has got a license to carry. He's here to protect us, this family, and this house, at my insistence.
Do you think it's absolutely necessary to turn this house into an arsenal? I know that it was broken into twice, but an armed guard?
It is unfortunate, Geraldine, but it is a cruel world. And if you've got something of value, lives and property to protect, you've got to be willing to protect them. I am.
I'm scared. What if somebody sees us?
You can still change your mind.
No, okay? I said I'd help you, and I will.
Damn. All the lights are on in the house. They could stay up half the night in there while we're out here freezing to death.
Well, does that mean you've changed your mind and we can get out of here?
No. I'm waiting for the right opportunity to make my move.
All right, there's a flight to the hotel in New York. Don't worry.
Remember s'mores, toasted marshmallows, melting chocolate between graham crackers? Now with Golden Grahams, the Honey Graham cereal, you can make s'mores at home anytime. Recipes on this special package bag.
Oh, those Golden Grahams. Oh, those Golden Grahams. Graham cracker tasting cereal, family breakfast treat.
Golden Grahams for breakfast, Golden Graham s'mores anytime.
Try those Golden Grahams and have a golden day.
Joey called this morning.
So how's Joey? What's wrong?
Nothing.
Nothing? Our Joey called 2,000 miles. The kids are all right?
Fine.
Sally?
Fine.
The kids are fine. Sally's fine. So why did he call?
I asked him that too.
And why are you crying?
Because Joey said I'd call. Just because I love you, Mom.
Reach out and touch someone.
David Banner saves McGee's life tonight at 6 on The Incredible Hulk, and then at 7, Fred and Lamont are at the mercy of a street bum who claims that he was injured in their junkyard on Sanford and Son.
Now, Calvin, stop worrying about not having a date. Just come with us.
No. You two guys go ahead. You know what they say, 3 is a crowd. And I was just thinking, my friend Gavin was still down the street. I could stop in on him like I used to.
Chrissy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
For heaven's sake, there is no reason for you to be so nervous. You're too young for that. And I'm too old. No. Spencer is simply driving Mr. and Mrs. Whitney to the airport. He will be back very soon. I dare say that you and I will be able to survive the next hour here alone.
Yes, ma'am. Mrs. Saxon.
Now, pull yourself together, child. You're perfectly safe. Good night.
Good night, ma'am.
No, Mr. and Mrs. Whitney have just gone to the airport. Mrs. Saxon's here. She's upstairs.
Oh, there's no need to disturb her. Listen, I'm a dancer with Mr. Whitney's dance company.
Oh, I thought your face looked familiar.
Yes, that's right. Well, the reason I'm here is the other night I'm quite sure I left a small change purse. Could I trouble you to look for it?
I don't remember any purse.
Oh, it was very, very small. I mean, it could have fallen behind the cushion of the couch. Look, it wouldn't mean too much to me, except that I've left a very valuable ring in it that my boyfriend's given me, and, well, you know how it is.
Oh, sure. Well, wait here. I'll look for it.
Thank you so much.
Is this where you were sitting?
Yeah, that's right. Perfect.
I'm sorry, miss. I can't find anything.
Huh? Oh, dear me, I guess I left it somewhere else. You know how it is, always forgetting things, losing things. Thank you so much for your trouble. Good night.
Night, miss. This place gives me the creeps. I wish my mother was here. She'd tell me to get something to eat to calm my nerves. That's what she'd do.
The Glamour Gals collection. A world of collectible fashion dolls, playsets, and accessories just for your little girl. The Party Place. Fancy Firebird. The Showplace Collector's Case. Now, when you send in proofs of purchase from any 3 Glamour Gals fashion dolls, Jessie, Danny, Lonnie, or Shara, you get Jessie in Fancy Formal free. Details on the specially marked packages. Offer expires on March 1st, 1982. The Glamour Gals collection. New from Kenner.
For sniffles, congestion, and more, I take Tylenol. But after 4 hours, if I need longer relief, I have to take more.
For sniffles, congestion, and more, I take Comtrax. But after 4 hours, if I need longer relief, I have to take more.
For colds, sniffles, and congestion, I take a Dristan 12-hour capsule. And after 4 hours, I don't have to take more because it works for up to 12 hours. Dristan 12-hour capsules.
Tonight at 11 on Saturday night.